Всем привет, ребят, с вами Хэдди, и мы продолжаем проходить Game of Thrones Telltale Games. Или же, в общем-то, Игра Престолов от Telltale. Эпизод 1. Поехали. Так, и мы играем теперь у нас за сестру. Так, на сундуке у нас лежит запор на дверь. А, нет, просто такая крышка была. О, денежка. Монетка.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Письмо.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Так, что у нас тут еще есть? Посмотреть на брошь из кого-то там.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Амулет сделан из железноствола.
Ethan made this for me.
Интересно, такие деревья железностволы, а? Наверное, вроде наших железных деревьев. Ладно, что у нас еще есть? Котелок. Что у нас в котелке? Ясно, ничего.
Wonders made
Книга.
by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Так, окно. Письмо.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Мне тут нравится, как они все время что-нибудь суют себе в карман.
One
там?
moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Кто ты такой?
No, it's fine. Come in.
Я ведь не просто так стучался. А, он что-то в котелок принес.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Ну, мы волнуемся.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Я понимаю, он, наверное, накладывает уголь,
You
что ли?
work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
Ну, все это знают.
It's widely known that I work for Lady Marjorie.
I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Ну, о чем они говорили?
it was definitely an argument.
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble, but I thought you ought to know. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy, not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about.
Ну да, уголь, значит, принес, да.
You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Это странно,
Good
конечно,
night,
обрисованы вот эти вот всякие края вещей. Как-то рвано. Странно все это выглядит.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
Ну, вы очень
And
добры
your
к нам.
poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
Но мы не предательницы.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei
Что мы
with
должны
the wedding
сказать?
so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her.
Успокойте ее.
Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Самое что я не люблю делать.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Ну да, таков мир интриг.
Good luck.
Но мы ведь не сказали это и то, что нам нужна помощь. Черт. И стражники. О, и карлик. Тот самый.
You can do this.
Откуда столько шепотов, господи, тут у нас небольшая кучка людей все, что есть.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your
Лорд
Grace?
Тирион, да.
With your
Это
permission,
скотина.
allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Ну, преклоним колени, какого черта?
Your Grace.
Королева
Her
довольна.
courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Да,
House
верность
Forrester's
непоколебима.
loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet... For centuries, the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Предателей. Они были нашими хранителями.
They were the wardens of the north. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good.
The girl did
Не
say the
удовлетворил её.
loyalty was unwavering.
She has a talent for equivocation.
Да, мы
yet I
уклонились от
question what she
ответа.
really thinks. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Да,
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I
надо
see.
ее убеждать.
Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Для нашего общего
To our
блага.
mutual benefit, Your Grace.
And at the pleasure of your king. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
Я не стану судить ее.
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
Королю.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for my family, even under the best of circumstances.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the north.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly
Это было ради
I
леди
did it
все-таки.
for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this
Что
regard,
предлагаете?
not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
It's a
Какого
risk I'm willing
черта?
to take,
Такой
Lord
будет
Tyrion.
интереснее.
Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The
Спокойной
mere
ночи.
thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Ну что же, мы сделали все, что могли.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing.
Не
It's more
очень-то.
than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour,
Если у нас будут
which I doubt
неприятности,
is Dornish for wife.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a
Może i-
king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
выйти
Would
из
you
грязи
marry
того
Joffrey
мелкого
if it meant you'd
урода.
become queen?
Знала бы ты, знала бы
He
ты.
does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
Я не хочу быть
Which is
королевой.
more than you can say for his mother.
I don't want to be queen no matter who I'd have to marry.
Don't want to be queen? You northerners. You'd make a perfect scepter. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well,
Простите, черт возьми.
Sarah?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Ну, Сэра права.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Попросим, черт возьми.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
Сэр, не уверен, не уверен.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Нет, а вот ей не верю.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Ха, обиделась. Да и пускай запоминает. Слишком
Go
уж у
on.
нее язычок добрый. О, господи, добрый.
Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you,
Язычок слишком
but my mother
шпотливый.
insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
Что вы просили
That
ее
is
от имени
no
своей
small
матери.
request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
Мы будем в долгу
I
у
will
нее.
forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
Это, наверное, самый сильный наш ход
I
в
don't
данный
know,
момент.
Mira. If Cersei were to find out.
Ну, король Бизон ма от вас.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Ворона. А голубей у них там не водится? И опять смена кадра. Королевский тракт, волчий лес. Ну и, конечно, ты укусил лошадь. Господи, ну что же ты за сквайр такой, а?
Seven hells.
Что значит верности орут?
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Кто это? Что они делают?
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father was the Warden of the North.
He does now.
Кто это такие?
How much further is it to these foresters?
А,
A day, my lord. Two at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
что, ничего не слышно? Все тихо.
There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Блин, надо остаться на месте. И молиться, чтобы он не приблизился к нам. Сейчас бы побежали бы. И он нас бы
Never mind.
заметил.
We've wasted enough time already.
Вот именно, валите. Давайте, валите. такое тут? Кого не связали? Перевернутый крест. И человек в нем есть. Ох! А кто это такой был?
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
Он разве не будет предателем?
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise.
Я хочу быть таким же, как мой отец.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
И ты хочешь, чтобы им стал ты, так?
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move. Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan.
Что случилось?
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
Ты украл у нас?
2 shields and 3 spears.
You stole from us.
I feared for my life. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks truth.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy, go!
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter. Most of us won't even live to see it.
Блин, если мы выживем.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
The men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their Lord
Они
will
оба на
not
самом
permit
деле
it.
правы.
You can send him to the wall.
На стену.
Mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Make him pay for what he stole. Give us justice.
Fuck him!
I will decide.
Send him to the wall. Take his fingers. He's a thief.
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
На какого черта будем милосердными?
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
Тем не менее, он служит нашему
He
дому.
still serves House Forester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
Я надеюсь, я надеюсь. Но так проблему все-таки не решим.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course. You can weigh on any lord.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
Disloyalty shouldn't be rewarded if others will take advantage of your mercy. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty.
Стражник.
You need someone you can trust by your side.
От кого можно
Someone
доверять?
you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom
Промолчим.
and experience. You should have one advisor above the rest. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Я сделал верный
I'll
выбор.
make the right choice as Sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Так, и у нас пока что, значит, выбор между вот этим и солдафоном. Кого бы выбрать? Говорить. А, там мейстер он сзади стоит. Башня, войти в башню. Что у нас с едой вообще там происходит?
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure.
Как долго мы продержимся?
How bad is it? How long could we hold the house?
We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
If that's what's necessary to keep the house safe, then we must.
Aye.
Тем более, что крестьяне обычно очень прятались именно в замках своих господ во время таких времен. Хреново времен на старе. Блин, вы знаете, я как-то больше ему доверяю. Что ты мне скажешь,
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know dogs could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice.
Какова наша оборона?
What's the state of our defenses? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and center.
Я думаю, нам нужен, в общем-то, солдат как советник, а не советник, как советник.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Мальком, ты что скажешь?
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow.
Куда ты едешь?
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
Ну, конечно, буду.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I trust him.
Так уверен.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need
А
a
вот
warrior
я с ним
by
вот
your side.
согласен, нам нужно воин.
Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you. Mother told me Mira has asked for Lady Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
Был бы здесь отец.
I wish Father were here.
We all do, but Father is gone. You are the lord of this house, which is why you must be strong. You're just as capable as Asher or Roderick ever were. I know it. I only wish you did too.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Ах, я все-таки согласен. Должен быть он нашим стражем.
I've decided to name you as my sentinel, Sir Royland.
Thank you, my lord, but are you sure?
Да.
Yes, of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once.
Все-таки я согласен с тем, что сказал нам Малькольм.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
No, it's nothing. I just need to walk and clear my head.
Хотя, слушай, ну... дать наруч Дункану. Нет. Кто у нас там собирает совет, черт возьми? Где он там торчит у нас? Вот он. Мастер.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Да, готов.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Чё же мне такое ощущение, что он предателем будет?
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
Вы оба достойны.
Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
Ну, естественно, он... Смотрите. Он смотрит на того, смотрит на этого.
Sir Royland de Gore, you will be my sentinel.
Gods be praised. You've done well, Lord Ethan. You won't regret this.
A poor choice, my lord. Forgive me for saying so, but it's true.
Извини, но мы на грани войны.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
My scouts say he's a day's ride away. We've no time to waste. He'll arrive before any of our allies could be here.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
Я его не боюсь.
We can handle Ramsay Snow. He doesn't scare me.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
Ну да, у него слишком много людей ведь было.
You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls.
Quiet, Tuttle. You're not the Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the small council, is it not?
Да хватит
Lord Ethan
грызться!
should hear from all of us.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand. Put every man who can hold a spear or crossbow on the wall, and make the bastard fill his boots with piss.
He would see it for the empty gesture that it is, and have us flayed. We must take a measured approach, my lord.
Gentlemen, please.
Я на самом деле согласен с обоими.
Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Дипломатия, сделка или война. Я, как обычно, выберу, наверное, среднюю. Мы заключим сделку.
Maester Ortengrin has swayed me. We will offer the Boltons a share of the ironwood, and we will promise our people to harvest it, thus securing their safety.
A sentinel, I must warn you. Do this, and you invite ruin upon this house.
If we don't, there may be no House Forrester at all.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
We could offer him the ironwood in the courtyard.
My lord, making this kind of offer outright may simply embolden Ramsay. There could be trouble, and all the house will be there to see it. Meet him in the hall. It will be more private, and he will not have an audience to play against you.
А что скажет страж?
Lord Ethan?
Какого черта пускай ждет ворот?
I will meet him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan.
Зато если он не прорвется внутрь,
Lord Ethan has spoken.
если
Obey
все
his
так пойдет
command.
плохо.
I've faithfully served this house for far too long to sit here and listen to this. Forgive me, my lord, but you are far too young to be the lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Тогда убирайся!
Get out.
Your father would not approve, my lord.
Apologies, my son. I had expected better of him. But now that it is settled,
Слишком
we know
какой-то
what we must do.
мягкотелый.
You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate.
And we will offer the Ironwood, providing a safe future for this house.
No matter what, I will stand beside you, my lord, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house. There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister.
А ты изгнала
And we
его?
need all the help we can get.
Why would you bring him back after you exiled him?
He exiled himself. He has no desire to rule. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too. Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know.
Интересно, этот
Asher
Эшер.
does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you. It's something you
Промолчим.
could use.
Я не
You're
знаю,
a
что именно
thinker,
ответить.
Ethan. You contemplate, and a lord needs that. But a lord also needs swords. I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Ну что ж, отправляем.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Нам нужны все полезные люди.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
И опять смена сцены. Покои леди Марджери. Нажмите правую кнопку мыши, чтобы вернуться. Странный ключ. Печать 7 Тирел. Что за странный ключ? Ну ладно. Печатка-то ведь может пропасть. Так случайно. Но от ключа ведь хватится.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you might want to know. Thank you. I thought we were friends, Mira. When you dismissed me the other day, I won't say it didn't hurt my feelings.
У тебя язык без костей.
We've known each other for years.
Но, блин, прости.
And yet to be treated like that. I'm sorry, Sarah. You shouldn't take it personally. Well, I did. I thought there was trust between us. Friends don't hold secrets from one another. Now Lady Marjorie thinks you don't trust me. And she values your opinion very much.
Ха, я бы тебе
Sarah,
не доверял бы.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Что он сказал?
What did King Joffrey say, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again.
No.
Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Потому и мы стрели печатку.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
Как ты можешь мне помочь?
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Страж. Такие довольно странные у них доспехи. И опять смена сцены.
Where the bloody hell is Duncan?
Так, черт этого Дункана.
Fuck him if he's angry. And without King's Landing, I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own.
Хороший мужик.
Your men are ready to act if needed.
Мы преуспеем.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Bolton men approaching, my lord.
К тому же, в случае чего, сражаться тут будет удобнее, чем в узких и тесных помещениях. Он вообще на Рамшата какой-то похож.
Something wrong with your gate?
Щитоносец.
Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you? Now let me in. This is a lovely pile of
Почему спешка? Вы замерзли?
Why the hurry? Are you cold?
You know, I am a bit. Fortunately, there's no shortage of wood to burn around here. Thank you, my lord.
И это жирный ублюдок.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
What do you think?
Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. This ironwood seems to be your most precious possession, but it is just wood.
Lord Ramsay, we have another gift to offer. There are several ironwood groves along the borders of our land, all producing tall, strong trees. We'd like to give them to the crown in tribute, as a sign of our loyalty to the king.
You would give him what he already owns. He is the king, after all. What's yours is already his.
Уже его. Господи, стрелу тебе в затылок впустить бы и все.
Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive.
Давай, соберись, Иден.
Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Не Рамзи, а Джамшут.
Force him to focus on the business at hand.
Так вам нужна наша верность?
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're
Да хрена с два.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. And I care even less about a bunch of trees on some far-off hill. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
Вашему отцу не стоит беспокоиться.
You needn't worry. Your father will have what he needs.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton.
Whitehill вам солгал.
Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
The Whitehills are nothing more than up-jump thieves!
You can't do that!
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees.
Мы настоящие мастера, черт возьми.
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen. Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before.
Хоть маленькая
To ensure
победа
there's
наша.
no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At
20
Ironmouth,
человек.
that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And
Люди
make sure
Whitehill?
there's no more trouble.
Whitehill men? Never.
It's already done. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
The seven hells he will.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Sir Royland, don't.
Look at this, little Forester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
У нас еще есть кое-что обсудить.
We have more to discuss, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well.
Да отпусти
You've
ее!
gone too far, Lord Ramsay. I demand you let her go.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want a brave lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan!
My lord!
Oh, no!
I knew you'd bend the knee eventually.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this. However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain.
Но я думаю, собственно, так к нему все и шло.
Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Ублюдок, а?
Fetch the mason quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let them take me!
You will not take him!
Don't leave Ryan, please!
No!
Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Вот и кончился Итан. Ну, что поделать. Не, на самом деле к этому все и шло. Ваша история началась. В следующем эпизоде Game of Thrones. Ну это, собственно, ведь Джордж Мартин, у него все
Ethan
хорошие
sacrificed himself for us all. He
подыхают.
saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
Итан
This
отважный.
house needs a leader. Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Вот все-таки интересно, а можно было к чему-нибудь свести? Интересно, у меня ведь все-таки пиратка. Откуда мы знаем, кто что и как проголосовал? Мы 52 человека бросили, а Боуэна позади. Мы 73% поклялись королю. Мы и 40% Фрид Эрик. Ну, собственно, помиловали Эрика. Мы 39,8 выбрали Ройланда как стража. Интересно, почему так мало? И мы, и 36 человек встретили Рэмзи у ворот. Ну что же, вот такой вот первый эпизод Войны престолов, о господи, Игры престолов по книгам Джорджа Мартина, который, в общем-то, уже давненько... А, не, стоп, он еще пока жив, перепутал с создателем Колеса Времени. Я уже забыл, как его зовут. Но в любом случае, ребят, блин, по графике, конечно, игра, ну, уступает, естественно, Волку. Они все пытаются сделать в своем же стиле, именно таком комикс, ну, в стиле комикса, в стиле мультика. Но все-таки этой игре это не идет, как по мне, по крайней мере. Что же, значит, по сюжету? Я не знаю, вначале он был какой-то скомканный. И к тому же я не особо знаю именно вообще всю подоплеку книг, только по сериалам, и то, который, в общем-то, уже я смотрел примерно 2 года назад. Где-то так. Но, собственно, что я могу сказать? Довольно-таки интересно, довольно-таки неожиданно стало то, что все-таки Итана убили. Но, как я сказал, во-первых, я знаю, что у Джорджа Мартина все хорошие герои умирают. А скоты именно правят миром, собственно, как и есть. Ну что же, блин, я, наверное, куплю эту игрушку. Надеюсь, она будет так же выходить, как и Волк среди нас. То есть каждый эпизод он будет бесплатно предоставляться. И мы сможем смотреть, чем же, собственно, все будет продолжаться. Ну а пока что, ребят, с вами был Хэдди. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь, зовите друзей, комментируйте видео и делайте добрые дела. Ну а мы с вами увидимся уже в следующий раз. Всем пока, ребят. До новых серий, до новых эпизодов, до новых врывов. И удачи вам. Пока.